Hey guys, how the hell are you? Welcome back once again to Arnold Drinks. My name is Arnold, and tonight I drink. So this is a recent pickup from my wife on a recent road trip. Thank you very much, honey. I appreciate you so much. As always, the gifts are very much appreciated. This is Daddy Rack Tennessee Straight Whiskey. It is a 40% alcohol by volume, so it is 80 proof. Lots and lots and lots of information on this bottle. Just lists and lists and lists of information. Sour Mash Straight Whiskey, Master Maker Arthur Rack something. Sourced ingredients, all corn sourced from local farmers, Columbia, Tennessee. 80% level 1 corn, 10% rye, 10% malted barley. So there we have the mash bill. Finish is double mellowed through maple charcoal. This is batch 001, so this is the first batch. Hand finish, processed, double charcoal filtered, double mellowed. Distilled and charcoal mellowed in Tennessee, bottled by Daddy Rack Whiskey Company, Columbia, Tennessee. So, read between the lines, I think this might be something kind of new and fresh on the market. An extreme amount of corn in that mash bill, so that is already boding well to being something super interesting, which you guys know that's something that I'm always chasing after. I don't want whiskeys that taste like other whiskeys. I don't want whiskeys that, okay, whatever, I can spend $50 and get the same thing somewhere else. I want something that's unique, something that's interesting. So, let's give this a shot, shall we? Oh, a lot of sweetness. What's really funny is that this is an 80 proofer. It's low proofage, but there's a bit of an ethanol tinge in the aroma. Sugar cookie? Yeah, sugar cookie. Along with the graininess that sometimes comes with that. There's a little bit of a grainy texture to that. Sugar, but not a brown sugar. It's kind of like a bright sugar, like fresh sugar over a cookie. Yeah, sugar cookie. I keep coming back to that, but that really is what I'm getting out of this. Bit of caramel, bit of vanilla. Rather interesting. I'm not getting any fruit sweetness out of that aroma whatsoever. It's just a bit of grain, not really even baking spice either, but just like a sugary baked good kind of thing happening in that aroma. Let's go in for a sip. Palate has a little bit of that sugar cookie still in there, but that's a little bit more subdued in the palate, getting kind of a wheat bread kind of thing along with that sugar cookie. So think about how those two flavors would probably meld, and that's almost exactly what you're getting here. A little bit of wheat bread, a little bit of sugar cookie. You definitely have a baked goods sort of texture to it, but it's not something that's got a lot of other sugar notes besides that. Let's go in again. Slight bit of astringency in the front of the mouth, in the front of the palate. Not something that is sort of taken away from the experience. It's just there. Not really any bitterness or anything, not any funk or anything. Just a little bit of that sugar cookie, a little bit of grain, wheat bread, a little bit of like, you can definitely tell there's some charred oak there too, but a little bit more sweetness than you get from a typical whiskey of really any sort. There's just a sort of sugary goodness to it. You know, it's not incredible, it's not mind-blowing, at least at this stage, but at the same time, not bad either. Let's go in again. It's funny, I keep going back to the cookie thing, but that is really what I'm getting out of this, just cookies. Not like chocolate chip, not oatmeal, you know, a little bit of sugar cookie in there. That's probably the leading thing, but throughout the entire thing, the front of the palate, the mid palate, even into the finish is very, very kind of cookie-esque. You get a little bit of sweetness from a little bit of different places. Honestly, some that I can't even place. There's like a baking spice thing that's in there too. Not really any cinnamon to be found. It's not like a cinnamon kind of thing at all. It's just kind of a cookie battery, cookie doughy kind of thing. And not necessarily a bad thing at all. Is it interesting? Well, it's different. Is it mind-blowing? Definitely not. Is it something that I think is worth the price? I don't know. Remains to be seen. Let's let it sit on the shelf for a little while. Let's let it sit on the shelf for a little while. Let's see how it behaves after a few months, just kind of sitting, letting it do its thing. But for right now, I think it's pretty good. I wouldn't say it's meh. I wouldn't say it's okay at best. I would say it's pretty good. But I wouldn't say it's like, oh my god, go out and find this. You know what I mean? So thank you guys so very much for tuning in. Please remember to like this video, subscribe to this channel. Tons more of this to come. And as always, remember, take what you do seriously, but do not take yourselves too seriously.